Welcome to the Genius Talk podcast. I am your host Atul Raj from the bestemailmarketer.com, and today we have Dennis Mosley Williams with us. Dennis, welcome to the podcast.
Atul, thanks for inviting me onto your podcast. I'm a fan, my friend. It's good to finally meet you.
And thank you for so much for joining us.
You're
Because
the
I'm
best.
your fan.
Right on. Well, aren't you wonderful for having this podcast?
You're right. I
Aren't
am
you?
wonderful.
You're helping a lot of people out. Good for you. If somebody's going to hear this today, they're going to say, oh, I'm really glad I tuned in. Good for you, man. For them too.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so for our listeners who don't know you, can you tell them who you are and what do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Dennis Mosley Williams, and I work with small businesses and companies, and I help turn them into movements, or if you prefer, into cults. I help businesses become a big idea that people buy into instead of from. And I help businesses and business owners create more value for their clients by innovating around customer experience, design, and staging. That's what I do. And I've been doing it for 30 years. And I love it.
30 years. Okay. So you have worked in the space since 1996, right?
Oh dear. Okay, then more than 30 years.
Yep.
Let's keep, can we agree that the two of us plus everybody listening, we just keep that till almost 30 years? I'm not ready to hear myself say I've done anything for more than 30 years. Oh my goodness. But yeah, since I think it honestly, I believe it got started, I think 1995. So yeah.
Okay. So from that time, what changed most in brand building and what hasn't changed at all?
Well, certainly what's happened is the whole world has gone online, and we live now, the internet was, when I first started, I didn't have an email address. When I first started, I had a fax machine. I didn't have a website. It was all paper, pens, and telephones. So certainly the internet has changed everything, and it has become the ultimate frictionless marketplace where everybody can find anything they want instantly, which has resulted in tremendous commoditization. So what's changed in one sentence is this. Well, when I started in 1995, if you had an excellent product and excellent services, you were probably going to succeed. Whereas today, if you said to me, I have the best product and I have incredible services, I would say that's not enough. Now, the marketplace has changed. People have changed. Our wants and desires, our consumer sensibilities, the things that we look for value have changed. And business has had to change as well to meet the client. So I would say what's changed? Almost everything. But what hasn't changed? Honesty, connection, empathy. That hasn't changed, but everything else has. I think it's become in some ways harder, but in some ways easier. Like, can we just take a moment to consider the magic of what the hell is happening here? You and I are talking to each other on other sides of the world seamlessly. You basically have a talk show that we call a podcast. You're a television personality with a global audience. That's incredible. Like, you and I found each other, you found me, chatted a little bit, and here we are. Well, that sure as hell couldn't happen in 1995. So on one hand, what's happened that's not good? Commoditization, increased competition, fungible. There's a $5 word for you. Everybody has the same products and services, so it's become seemingly harder to elbow your way in and create some space. Okay, what's changed for the better? It's like every single person is connected. Anyone listening right now can pause this, look at our names, open another browser and find anything they want to know about us, what we do, what we think, etc. So what's changed? Everything has changed. What hasn't changed is humans. Business is still about people servicing people, looking after other people. So that part hasn't changed. And our ability to connect and matter and resonate has changed for the better.
So, in your website, you talked about building brands that inspire movements, not just marketing. So, what's the first mindset shift you recommend for business owners who want to create a movement, not just sell a product?
Sure. Okay. Good question, man. Service is what you do. This is what's changed. As we just said a moment ago, 25 years ago, if you had good products and services, you were in good shape. That's not the case anymore. Service, if you will, what you sell, that's what you do. Experience is how you do it. What you need to consider, everyone listening, is consequence. What happens to people because they become your client? How do you affect them? So, for instance, it's not that you sell them things, because they can buy them anywhere, likely cheaper. Everything that's for sale competes on price. I hate to say it. Go to Amazon. You'll find it, and then they'll get it to your house as quick as they can. Costs very little. So what you have to do is shift your mindset to consequence. What do I want to have? How do I want to change people? Okay. And what am I asking them to buy into? I'm no longer saying this from me. I'm saying buy into this idea. Like, I've got an iPhone here in my hand. Apple's a really good example of that. Apple is not a company that sells digital devices. Apple is a company that changes the way human beings create. That's what Apple did. It changes the way we use technology and create things. They said, let's give you this idea to buy into, that technology is friendly and that you have unlimited potential to create differently. That's the business they're in. So that's what I would say is, for everybody listening, the question is, what change do you want to help create? Who do you want to help your client become? What are you asking them to buy into? That's the first shift.
Okay.
So may I flesh that out a little bit?
Yep, absolutely.
If, an expression we use is twist my arm, right? Oh, twist my arm, make me tell me the truth. Okay. So it's this. Dennis, what the hell do you do? I help businesses make more money, or business owners make more money, create more time in their life, okay, and do more of the things that they love. The practical side of my business is strategy and tactics. I help businesses figure out their strategy and tactics. Okay, what's the big idea you're getting them to buy into? It's something I call the serious shift, okay, which is the consequence I have on people. I get them to understand what business they're really in. I get them to reevaluate how they use their resources. I turn people into a different thinking person who sees opportunity differently, who realizes the need to be very, very specific, expertise, to focus on experience. Okay, I don't just sell strategy and tactics. I sell a different philosophy. It's like, now that let's say you were my client. Okay, now that I've gone through your business and helped you realize your strategy's a little off. So I got that tight. And now we're reevaluating your tactics, how you deploy the strategy, how you make the strategy work. Okay, so we fixed that. Now that we have created some order in your life and some capacity by making you stop doing things you shouldn't have been doing, suddenly you have capacity. And then I'm going to get you to think about other things, like, tell me, Atul, what's enough? What makes you happy? Like, in our little preamble, before we started recording, we both shared that we both chose a life with a lot of responsibility. When you decided to start this podcast, you also decided not to quit. I'm going to start this podcast. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Good for you. Okay. But what we both agreed is there's a price to pay when you assume this responsibility. So my job is, if you're my client, is I want to make sure that I help you run this business as effectively and efficiently as you possibly can, so that I can create space for you to think about your life and what is meaningful to you differently, so that 2 years from now, you bump into me on the street. I want you to be able to say, if it wasn't for you teaching me to think about my life and time that way, I wouldn't have nearly the quality of life I have. I never would have done these trips. I never would have started this hobby. I wouldn't have been as present as a spouse, as a father or mother for people listening, right? So that's the idea. It's like, this business that you do, what's behind it? What effect are you trying to have on people? What's your Apple idea? Or if you will, Harley Davidson. They sell motorcycles. Do they? Or do they really sell identity, individuality, freedom, adventure, life less ordinary? That's what they sell. That's the idea. You need a Harley Davidson motorcycle so you can go and you need to put, before you put your helmet on, you need to put your head on. Freedom, identity, controlled rebellion.
What a coincidence, because 3 days ago, I went to Harley Davidson showroom to look for a bike.
You just did?
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah, brother. Okay, so you emphasize emotional connection and belonging. So, what's the most powerful experience you have created for a client that turned their customer into obsessed fan?
So many of my clients work in the financial services industry, and they manage people's money. So I've helped a lot of financial advisors realize that wealth is not only financial independence. That's just part of it. And it's not even the important part. Wealth is well-being. It's being content. It's being loved. It's doing things you love. It's feeling fulfilled and joyful. Okay. So I think I've had a lot of success. So it's hard for you to say, hey, tell me one thing you did, but I know that that's what everybody wants to hear. Okay. So I'm going to tell you two. At the very beginning of my career, very beginning, went over here. I live in Canada, for everybody listening. So this is about 1995, 1996. There were internet cafes, remember? So not everybody had a computer at their home with the internet. So you could go to the corner and there'd be a cafe that had 10 computers, and you could buy time there and surf the internet. It's kind of interesting. And I had a client of mine. I said, why don't you have a client event there? He worked with older retirees. Okay. And for retired older people, I said, there's this new technology coming on, and it's going to change humanity. It's going to change how we live and communicate with each other. Don't let these people miss it. Host an event, bring them down there. Have the person who owns the cafe tell them what the World Wide Web is. Create an email address for them. Help direct them around to the things they want to know. It was the most successful thing he had ever done. And some of the comments that people said to him, it was like, I was feeling so lost. There was this new thing. All my grandchildren are talking about it. I have no idea what it is. And I started to feel out of step. And you brought me up. So that I love. And last year working with a client of mine, I had him change the entire way he engages with his clients away from assets to life's aspirations, to life planning, and teaching his clients these sort of virtues of living a successful, happy life. What kind of virtues? Love, kindness, self-control, patience, things like this. And what's amazing is my audience sometimes is nervous about that. They don't think that's what people want from them. Oh, are they going to wonder about that? are they going to think, what the hell's he talking to me about this for? But what they find is it's what people want to talk about. You're connecting with them on a really human level of what is truly important to them. And what's truly important to most people is surrounding ourselves with the people who love us the most. You know?
Okay, so you say mass marketing is just noise. So, what are the biggest mistake you see brands making with their client experiences and messaging today?
They confuse experience with service. Service is ultimately about saving people time, right? Experience isn't about saving you time. It's about creating time well spent. Experience is about designing time around the offering. Time, like you can run in and you can buy a cup of coffee and pay as little as possible, and they'll just hand it to you. Good morning, sir. Here's your coffee. Thanks. You're out the door. That's a service. In fact, you can order that coffee on your telephone and you can pick that coffee up just having already paid it. Just walk in. It's on the counter with your name on it. Just pick it up and walk out the door. Experience is time that's so well designed that it's meaningful and it's memorable. It's engaging. It delights you. You love it. And you want to spend more time in the coffee shop. You don't want to go in and out. You look forward to going there. So the number one mistake that most businesses make when trying to stage a better experience is they confuse it with service and they make it really fast. A tool's going to be so happy that he can pull up out front, run in, get his thing and leave. It's like, no, he won't be happy. He won't be anything.
Yep.
But if I can stage an experience where driving to the store, a tool's thinking, can't wait to get there. I love going there. That guy always knows my name. He always smiles at me. And I love the decor. And I love how it makes me feel. And they personalize it and everything about it is so nice. And yeah, I pay $2 to $1, but it's worth it. Okay. So that step one is they confuse experience and service. Step two is they think too general about their client. So that I hate to keep using coffee as an example, but particularly because with a global audience, the people listen. I'm in Canada. We drink coffee here. So I hope wherever you are, you can, if you're not a coffee drinking place, hopefully you can figure this out, or you can find something similar in your own experience. Everybody wants a cup of coffee. That's a service. Everybody wants coffee, but not everybody wants to go to a Starbucks. Not everybody likes the Starbucks experience. Everybody wants a coffee. So the biggest mistakes are, number one, they confuse service with experience. Number two, they try to appeal to everybody with an experience. That's not what they want. Only these people, the smallest, the minimal viable audience, they're the only people that want this kind of coffee. So ignore everybody else. Ignore them. Just focus on those little people. And when all these other people are chirping like birds, chirp, 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 I don't like it. I don't get it. I don't want this. Ignore them. Ignore them. That's the mistake. Don't confuse service and experience. And don't be a generalist. I'm selling coffee to everybody. No, you want to sell coffee to this many people who really care about coffee, and they will tell everybody else they know that really cares about coffee. And those people will say, where's this place? Who's this guy? When do they open? And that's how you do it.
Yep. Okay, so what role does humor and personality plays in your speaking and consulting? And do you see it drives better result for client branding?
Your question is about humor? Is that what you asked me about?
Yeah. Humor and personality.
Oh, humor and personality is everything. People who are funny,
Yeah.
we're lucky. Okay, and here's why. Humor is disarming. So in this climate where How did that feel, by the way? I think all of us felt better after that. We're all like, wow.
Oh,
Um, in a world where everybody can get anything anywhere, including people like me, there's lots of people that do what I do, and they're really good at it, and they're not me. Some of them are probably better. I don't know. Okay. At the end of the day, people buy you. So to be funny in work, to be honest, to let them see who you really are, one has to be authentic. And it's important that we understand what authenticity is, because it's become a bit of a buzzword and people roll their eyes at it. Oh, authentic.
I think
This is what
being transparent is authenticity.
authenticity.
Yeah.
To be authentic, one has to first be true to themselves. I know who I am, and I'm honest about it. To myself, I don't tell myself I'm something I'm not. And number two, I am honest with how I represent myself to others. Okay? So when I'm funny in Zoom meetings, I'm funny on one-on-one, and I'm funny when I'm talking to rooms full of people. People want to know who you are, not just what you do. So at the end of the day, let's say there's 100 people that do what I do. People are going to look at your references. They're going to look at your website. They want to know you know what you're doing. But assuming of all these 100 people, it's obvious that all of us know what we're doing. They're going to buy the person that they can relate with. Oh, he's a nice man. He's a smiley guy. He's a good guy. And so I think it's important, because if I were to try to reel in my personality, that's not authentic. No, he's really funny, but not when he's working. No, he's Dennis. He's easy. He makes everybody feel good. But when he's working, he pretends he's really serious. It's like, but some people think that's what you have to do. How much money are you going to charge them, Dennis, to do all this work? Oh, I'm going to charge them $100,000. I'm going to charge them $100,000. This is serious. Instead of this, I'm going to charge them $100,000, but it's worth it. It's good for them. This is how it's going to work. So for me to be anything other than myself would be treasonous. I'm not going to pretend I'm some serious business guy. Well, I'm serious about doing good work. I'm serious about making sure I make my commitment, that I back up my promise I make to you. Let's work together. I'll make sure that this happens for you. I'm serious about that. But working with me doesn't have to be serious. It just has to be honest, and it has to be a good fit. And it has to be a good fit.
Okay, so for our listeners who want to know more about you or want to connect with you, get help from you, where can they go?
Where can they come and find me?
Yes.
Please come and find me. Serious Shift. Come and find me on my website. Go search my name on Google. Come and watch my videos and learn the stuff I do. I give a lot away for free. I share all kinds of stuff with anybody who wants to have it. Use it, benefit from it, share it with someone else, have a great life. And somebody listening might even say, I'm going to work with this guy. Wonderful. I'd love that. If we have the right fit, of course.
Great. So, Dennis, is there anything else that you would like to share?
Be kind. The greatest business building strategy in the world is to lead with kindness. Create work for a very specific small group of people and be generous. Don't hold back. Give it all. Put as much goodness in there as you can. Okay? And then just wait and see what happens. Because people will share news. They will share your story with people like them.
Yep. Then the magic will happen.
That's it, man.
Okay, Dennis, thank you so much for spending some time with us. It was really
my pleasure.
Fun talking with you.
Right on, man. Thanks for the invitation, brother. Let's do this again sometime.
Yes, sure. We will do it again.
Okay, bud. Take care.
Yep, you too.